Welcome back to the Milestone Moment, where we take top producing agents, ask them their story, and learn a little bit about how they got into real estate. Today we have Lowell Morrison with the Icon Group. Welcome to the show, Lowell.
Hey, thanks so much. I'm glad to be here. I really appreciate it.
So tell us, obviously, I know your background, but for our viewers, tell us a little bit about how you got into real estate and a little bit about you.
Yeah, real estate's always been is community driven, obviously. So I came into it from another real estate agent. I was actually, I worked on the corporate team at Chick-fil-A. Okay. So I was deep in the restaurant business and moving up to this area to start the very first location in the state in Bellevue. And I knew nobody in the area, had no friends or family, but I knew I needed a place for my family. I reached out to a real estate agent and he helped me get connected with a home, get set up. And in the process, he's like, hey, you're pretty good at this. So he ever just recommended that if Chick-fil-A never worked out or I was struggling with that journey, at the very least, he was like, just please, let me buy you lunch. Let me talk with you. And a couple of years later, I took him up on that opportunity. And honestly, he's one of the partners at the firm I'm with. We've stayed together now 8 years now working together. Wow. So pretty exciting journey overall because it's just been a big part of who I am.
Wow. So a new area, a new profession entirely. I guess early on, how did you get your bearings? I guess you had a great mentor and a great support structure in Icon.
Honestly, it's the same advice that I think got me alive is what I still to this day give to newer agents, where I really think the people you surround yourself with is what's going to define your success. Like you can have amazing wells of drive and push, but if you don't know where you're applying that or the best knowledge that these professionals around you are able to kind of give you those guidance on, it makes the whole journey really hard. So absolutely followed those guys to an amazing firm, which I'm still with now at Icon Real Estate Group. And I think a lot of those pathways where you start to see those basics makes it a lot easier to get your foothold in an area where you may not know much of anything sometimes.
Right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I guess if you're paddling super hard, but you're going in the wrong direction, you're still not getting to where you want to go.
That's exactly it.
That's a great point.
You need a good ship with you, man.
Yeah. So obviously Icon has really shaped a lot of that. Now I know you do a lot in your business with helping seniors in transition and kind of helping that next chapter. Tell us a little bit about that, the focus in your business.
I talk about the people I surround myself with. Sometimes that the people that come into your life are just luck. And I happened to be doing an open house at a community where I knew a friend of mine. I'd sold them a house in this community and they had invited a friend of theirs out. Came to the open house and the gentleman wasn't looking for a home, but he said, you're really good at this. I worked when I was working a lot more in senior care. And I suggest you check it out. And he pointed me to a meeting and it just opened up a whole door that I had no idea where there was a need, where there seems to be just whole generations of individuals who own a home that are struggling with the ways in which they're making their next transition, either downsizing or moving into like a senior care facility or an assisted care facility, which it happened to work out that Icon is just more tuned to be able to do. One of our specialties is we have an in-house construction team. So now we have the ability to just step in when a senior is looking to transition and say, how can we help? We step in, we can do any upgrades, fixes to their homes they need, which means when they're already struggling for finances, that's not a weight on their shoulders. And now we have the ability to help them just transition their largest financial investment they've ever had in their entire life into something that's going to give them dignity for the rest of their life.
Oh, wow. That's
pretty cool.
Fantastic. I mean, helping somebody through that transition and having that expertise, I assume that's kind of your special sauce, is that you can help lead them along the way on what the right things to do at the home are or what that next place of living looks like.
Exactly right. We work a lot with our referral partners in senior communities, trying to help them get a great fit in those pieces, as well as just helping take a lot of those pieces where when we're looking to get a home that's listed on the market, we got to recognize that it's not me looking to buy this home. It's not the seller looking to find the perfect buyer for the home. It's the buyer looking to find the perfect home. So we're matching those homes, really working with them to say, what are buyers looking to see in this market? What are we going to be our biggest wins here to help make sure that you walk away better than ever from this transaction while we find our happy buyer.
Wow, and you can actually put the cost of the remodel or renovation into kind of your process and, and take it at closing kind of a thing.
Exactly right. Wow. We're able to grant them a loan where we're not charging any interest or any payments or any version of that. Our goal isn't to make money from the construction side. We'll make money just because any good business will. The goal of winning is when we see their ability to grow exponentially. I'm helping a gentleman right now where we ended up having to put $150,000 into his home just to make it not only legally sellable, but up to where the specs most people want. But in that process, he's going to end up netting an extra $200,000 that is going to fully fund his retirement account.
Wow.
So
what a differentiator for you as an agent to be able to go in with that kind of ability to do that and offer that, and then kind of obviously show that. That's fantastic.
You know, it's really specialized. It doesn't work for everybody. There's sometimes where we just need a really good lender. Sometimes is those answers. You know, we're not a bridge loan. If people are trying to make movements into new communities and they need payments up front and things, there's a world where everybody has a right place, and we have tools and great lending teams that allow for those pieces to happen. But having the ability for one stop to say, let's 99% of the time, let's take care of these issues that are facing you and help clear hurdles is one of the best things we could be doing as we're helping seniors transition.
I love that. Wow. So we're towards the end of 2025, on the cusp of 2026. Anything in your business that you're excited about that you kind of did this year and added, or anything that you're excited about maybe changing in your business or adding to your business for next year?
Yeah, you know, I think a lot of our biggest growth opportunity that I'm seeing is first the market itself. I think everybody would be dishonest to say that this wasn't a harsh year in real estate, but I also think that means that there's so much opportunity for individuals now, where a quality agent who knows what they're doing and is working hard is going to find an easier time getting a foothold than I think ever before.
Right.
And in my team specifically, we're growing our team. So one of the big things I'm looking forward to is seeing that team expand. I play a big role in how I coach and grow our team with that. And so seeing those grow is a big part of where my focus is at in 2026, as well as continuing to focus with our seniors. Those seniors, as we enter into the next 5 years, we're seeing one of the largest levels of transitions of individuals into adult family care facilities than we have ever in the history of our nation. So continuing to build those and looking for referral partners in those pieces is going to be where a lot of that focus is at in 26.
I love it. Now, give you a little bit of a plug. Any specifics as far as agents that you're looking for? Is it young? Is it just passionate? Is it somebody that's struggled already, that's been doing it? Is it anybody that...
You know, I'd say obviously passion is the number one thing. I think that one of the secret sauce that makes my team so amazing is we're not necessarily looking for seasoned agents who have all the right answers, right? We're looking for passionate agents. Some of them are seasoned, and that's amazing. Yeah. But some of these are individuals that just know what that drive looks like and has never faced real estate before. And having a team that can provide that type of education and foundation is what keeps me here 8 years later into that team, and what I think makes for a great team.
I love that. I love that. Now, the name of the show, the Milestone Moment, probably knew this was coming.
Yep.
What is the moment where you knew it was all for you in real estate, or it all changed, or just even getting into real estate? Maybe?
You know, I really struggle with what was that singular milestone moment. I think sometimes we forget what it's like to be new, because I remember feeling a couple of those milestone moments early when I was new. And one of those I really touched on when I was thinking about what that milestone moment may be, was when I started seeing that transition into real estate. It was when it became kind of more real for me. When people stopped referring to me as, oh, Lowell, he was a manager at a restaurant or working at a corporate team, to he's my real estate agent. Right. That transition meant a lot to me. When
it was a new identity.
Yeah, wow. That's when it became new for me. And then I think it became new for my family when I started really internalizing that. And I'd say that probably happened a little closer when things started getting rough. Those first couple of years when sales start slowing down, I know plenty of senior real estate agents, when things start slowing down, if they get 3 or 4 months, they'll say something along the lines of like, man, is this the right industry for me? And that's a harsh truth I think we all kind of face sometimes, but I think what makes it really impressive is when we start saying, what am I going to do to stay in this industry? You know, those individuals that realize when we transition that it's not, is this the right industry? It's, there's no other option. How do I stay in this industry? That makes for such a big transition moment. And then obviously, as I think when I found that senior care individual that kind of guided me and opened my eyes to a whole new world, that's when it became real for the community around me. So I kind of like to see it in those phases of growth as I'm learning to accept it, and my family sees who I am, and now the community at large does. I feel like all those kind of played a role in those milestone moments that created me. Nice.
Well, I mean, it's kind of crazy, the idea of, I think, the restaurant background and hospitality and taking care of people and problem solving. There's so many things. You know, I'm obviously from the restaurant background as well, which is, I think, so many vital skills that translate to what you do, which I think is super important. Is there anything that you want to pass on to either buyers about next year in the market, or if there was somebody watching this that says, gosh, you know, I maybe need some help with the transition, like, what is it like you would tell somebody that might be watching? That would be
besides just call me, right?
Right. Well, I guess that's the easy one. My phone number is X.
That's exactly right. You can reach me. My Instagram handle, Lowell Knows Homes. Right. No, perfect. I would tell you that the largest thing that's going to give you peace of mind as you move forward, the largest thing that's going to give you that security and confidence as you move forward is knowledge. And so, yeah, I would say, while saying call me might be a silly answer, I'd say call anybody.
Yeah.
The more voices you're going to have in this that's going to get you some expert advice that you know, trust, and provides you that value, it's going to start to give you a clear picture. Now, I think that some of those pictures need to be really painted with professionals in mind, and calling a real estate professional that you know and trust is important. But I think the more you're talking about that, the more you're gathering that knowledge, the more you're going to start to feel confident in where you're at, which makes you even more confident for your next step forward.
Yeah, well, I think you're downplaying it. Obviously, calling somebody or connecting with somebody that's done it before, that's seen it, that has gone through those transactions, because anybody that's new to it, there's a lot of specialty and a lot of different things that people need to know as that transition happens. So you've been fantastic. We appreciate you having on the show.
Aaron,
thank you, Lowell.
So grateful.
Great to meet you. Thanks a lot.
Pleasure.
Until next time. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.